Welcome to the top of the morning show and this wonderful Wednesday morning. I hope that you rose up this morning with all power in your hand. Now let me tell you about my night. First of all, we had a power outage right before I got ready to do my Tapping Tuesday. And I was thinking like, oh no, this is it's supposed to be a good topic. So, I don't know what I'm gonna do. And you know what? I went right on ahead and went on upstairs and lit a candle as we figured out what we was going to do. When my husband started to figure out what we was going to do while I was proceeding with doing my show last night. But let me tell you, it wasn't easy. If you go back, and for those of you that follow me, you know it wasn't easy. Sitting in the dark trying to have a conversation. Right? When you sitting there like, oh my God, what we gonna do? It's late, it's dark, yada yada. But God, right? But God. So, although we didn't have no power last night, we rose up with lots of power in our hands. So this morning we're gonna talk about one word. But it's a long word with a huge meaning that actually has different pathways that you could actually go one way or you can go another way. It really depends on you, the person. It really does. It depends on how you see things, how you want to see things. And you might say, how? That doesn't make sense, TT. I know. Sometimes things don't make sense, but we're going to break this down. The word deception. First of all, what does deception mean? Now, when I first looked at the word, I was like, Decepticons? So I was like, no, deception. Okay. So I was like, all right, let's unpack that word. Some forms of deception include lies, making up information, right? Or giving information that is the opposite of the truth. Now, you know dang well that ain't what happened, right? But you know how some people get down, right? Sorry, I'm moisturizing my skin, getting ready for work. Okay, so lies, that's making up information, giving information that is the opposite or very different from the truth. How many times have you done that? Now, that's rhetorical. Okay, I don't want you to feel no kind of way. Plus, I couldn't hear you if you said, I have, or if you want to lie and be deceptive right now, say, I've never told a lie. Now, I'm willing to bet there's somebody out there in the world that says, you know what, I've never lied. I've never had to lie. Because some people are like, I keep it real. I ain't got time. Okay, well, if you've never lied, that's a beautiful thing. But if you have, that just means you're human and you're living this thing called life. Okay? Now, we could also look at it. It is the act of hiding the truth. Now, you ever heard somebody say, oh, it's just a little white lie? Well, so is a big lie a black lie? Is it a little black lie? Like, is it a little pink lie? Is it a little gray lie? Like, what? I've never heard any other thing but, oh, it's just a little white lie. It's not a big deal. No, a lie is a lie. That's just like that. You ever remember being in math class and your math teacher says, okay, I have a question. What weighs more? And I remember being asked this question, and I was so excited because I really, really thought I had the answer. So the teacher said, what weighs more, a 1,000-pound car or 1,000 pounds of cotton? Oh, I'm raising my hand. You know when you raise your hand and you raising it because you want them to see it, so you raising it high. And she's like, okay, Teresa. I was like, duh, the 1,000-pound car. She said, no. I'm like, cotton doesn't, no, metal, and she says, again, listen to the question, what weighs more, 1,000-pound car or 1,000 pounds of cotton? And I'm like, is she stupid? That's what I was thinking. Her name was Miss Murphy. So I was thinking to myself like, oh my God. I was like, but she said 1,000 pounds is 1,000 pounds. No matter how you slice it, no matter what it is, 1,000 pounds is 1,000 pounds. And I thought, oh, okay, I get it now. So then it brought me to the thought of a lie is a lie. So there is no, oh, that was just a little lie. A lie is a lie. You can't break it down and dissect it and say, you know what? Well, it was just a little lie. Well, it's not a big deal. Like, yeah, it is a big deal, and it was a lie. Okay, period. Okay. He was found guilty of obtaining money from deception. I don't know how you would do anything with that. Like, what? So, is deception a lie? See, lying differs from deception in two important respects. First, in order to lie, one must make a false statement. So, you gotta say something that's untrue. Oh, I saw that car coming before they ran him over. You wasn't even outside. You weren't even in the vicinity, but you saw the car coming before. Goodbye. Because you gave a whole testimony faking it, and you, goodbye, right? But you got people that really do that. You wasn't even present. Like, wow, right? They make false statements. And some people, think about this. Now, this on a serious note. Some people have lost their very lives. Lost their life because somebody has lied on them. Somebody deceived them or deceived someone else. And they ended up losing their lives. So deception can cause a lot of harm, right? True statements can be deceptive in some forms of deception, right? Don't make certain statements manifest and make it real. I know that doesn't make really sound right, but yeah. And then they said that there are 6 types of deception. 1, omission. 2, distortion. 3, half-truths. 4, blatant lies. 5, what I say earlier, white lies. And 6, failed lies. I'm like, wow. Like, we really got all of that. Like, a lie is a lie, right? So now we're breaking it down into categories, right? Think about this. What is deceitful behavior? That means they're being dishonest, right? And they're trying to make others believe something that's not true. That's like coming in and saying, listen, I need your help. We got to make them believe that blah, 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 and this and that. And it's like, so you want us all to deceive these people? Yeah, no. It's a no for me. It's a no. It's a no. It's a no, right? Now, what does the Bible say about deception? Y'all ain't ready for that. I know y'all like, TT, it's too early, girls, too early in the morning. So, Psalm 12 points to 3 bands of deception, okay? All of which Satan uses to keep people from seeing the light of the world, the light of the glory, the light of the gospel that God has put into it, right? 3 brands of deception that they say Satan uses to blind us. That's a whole nother show. It really is, right? But if you think about it, assault on our children. Vanity, right? Flattery. And you're like, these are not negative. Are they? Or aren't they? Blasphemy. I know, you're like, oh, God. Like, yeah, I know. It's a lot this morning, right? But I'm going to tell you, deception occurs when you deceive someone. Sometimes we deceive ourselves. I know that sounds like unbelievable, but we do, right? Deceive is a word that comes from the Latin word meaning from capere, meaning to take. And that's CAPERE for those of you that want to Google, right? Or go old school, get your encyclopedia, your dictionary. Go on with your bad self. When you deceive someone, the result may be taking things to the next level. As I said, there's people, unfortunately, that have lost their lives. There's people also who have been arrested. There's people who are serving time, life sentences. Do you hear me? From deception. Sometimes, you'll if you are, now they have this saying, I don't know why, but they said a little boy that cries wolf. So you choose to lie, you choose to act like something that's not happening, and then they'll say, well, don't cry wolf, because the one time you need somebody to believe you, they're not gonna believe you. And I'm like, I never understood what that meant. But if you keep lying, or if you're always known to not tell the truth, when you come and you really need somebody to believe you, they may be like, well, take that with a grain of salt, because so-and-so is known to lie. So-and-so is not always upfront and honest. So-and-so is known to be manipulative. And it goes on and on and on and on. Okay? On and on and on and on. And so you have to figure that thing out. Like, are they telling me the truth? Now you got to second guess it. Like, I don't think they would lie about that. Why wouldn't they? If they're always known to lie and manipulate, what makes this time different? And then now you got to break down and become a psychologist, a counselor, a therapist. And if that's not your calling, if you don't have a degree in that, you know what you're talking about. You know what you're doing. Right? Now, what do you think they call a person who deceives people? Right? Deceitful. Deceitful. Someone who's untrustworthy. Some people back in my day when I was younger, we had a word called two-faced. Like, oh, she two-faced it. And he two-faced it. Someone who is telling you one thing, then turn around and telling the other person another thing, then coming back looking at y'all like, and then when y'all both venting to each other, or, you know, venting to that person, they all lost, like, dang, for real? Wow. Like, you are the reason why they feel this way. And you're sitting there like, I don't know. No, you know, sir, ma'am, you are deceitful. And you're wrong, and you're foul. Right? Again, let's remind ourselves. People lose whole lives, freedom, because people are out here deceiving. Let's not forget that. Let's think about that. Are you going to think about it? That's a rhetorical question. Are y'all going to think about these things? Because it's important that we do. You know, if we just focus on doing the right thing, making the right choices, being a good person, it kind of goes hand in hand with what I've been talking about. Like the last couple of days, as Tan said, I've been on this different journey. And I don't know if it's because I'm prepping without knowing I'm prepping to enter the 30-day scripture challenge in September. All of September. I'm kind of excited, nervous at the same time. But I'm more so, I think, excited than I am nervous. So, with that being said, I just want to make sure that you guys are aware of what we're getting ready to do for the month of September, and that we do everything we can to ready ourselves for what God is getting ready to do in our lives. Because whether you know it or not, He's getting ready to do some pretty darn amazing things for you. But what I want you to make sure you don't do is be deceived or be a deceiver. That's all I got for you on this wonderful Wednesday. I hope that whatever you do, whether you unwind later on with a glass of wine or your favorite libation or a cup of coffee, tea, water, whatever you like, I want you to just remember, you are awesome. You are beautiful. You are handsome. You are everything God intended you to be. So keep on shining, my friend. Until the next time, this is your girl TT from the D, and I'll see you soon.